Hello everyone. In this video, I will show a 3D animation of a fuel-free generator with a closed cycle of operation. I will also tell you about the principle of its operation. The principle of operation of this generator is in a large supply of energy, in the form of filled containers with water. Under the force of gravity, the water tanks slowly descend, driving the water pump through the gearbox to increase the speed. Everything is set up so that the pump has time to fill the topmost container for a certain period of time. Thus, we create a closed cycle of work. The installation is made in the form of a triangle so that the energy reserve is maximized. This configuration of the installation is chosen so that the installation is not high to increase the load, and so as not to make the tank larger, because the water pump has a limited time to fill the tank with water. Also, I did not draw the electric generator and flywheel that will be in this design, to stabilize the operation of the water pump and the electric generator. After all, this structure is a power plant. In this diagram, I did not specify the electric generator and flywheel, so that they do not block the view of the main details. Now I will show an animation of the operation of a water pump. This pump, in my opinion, is very effective. It has an efficiency factor of close to 100%. But since it has a crankshaft, a heavy flywheel is needed to stabilize its operation. Also, I was told in the comments to the previous videos that there would be large losses in the triangular configuration of the mechanism, and I decided to make an experiment. I'll show it to you now. I took an electronic scale, hung a piece of rails first through a single bearing. The weight was 3 kilograms, 600 grams.
Вот обращаем внимание, если перекинули, вес у нас составляет 3 килограмма 600 грамм. Сейчас я перенесу ее сюда, ну это как вес, и посмотрим, сколько он будет весить.
Then I moved the load through the second block. The second block was shifted by about 45 degrees. The weight was 3 kilograms, 300 grams.
Вес составляет 3 килограмма 320 грамм.
Experience has shown that such a triangular configuration will take about 10% of the load force. Also, many people are concerned about the loss of effort due to the friction force. But since in this design, the loads will move along the rails on bearings, the resistance will be minimal.
то я это все записал.
In fact, the modern world does not need cheap energy, much less free. Because in our world, energy resources are a commodity and a geopolitical tool. To do this, energy and energy resources must be expensive. And the more expensive they are, the better. Look at the Middle East, and you will see how beautiful cities have grown up in centuries-old deserts thanks to oil, and how much political influence the people of the desert now have. And all this is due to the fact that energy resources are expensive. Those countries that have reserves of energy-intensive resources, such as oil or gas, are now thriving. There are of course exceptions to the rules, but this is already a political situation in which it is better for ordinary people not to interfere. Imagine the following example. You come to a man who, from the sale of energy, builds himself palaces, maintains his army, which protects his possessions. And many of the benefits of this person appear due to the fact that he sells energy dearly. And you come to this person and say to him, "Rejoice, I have come up with a mechanism that will give your customers the opportunity to extract energy for free. And you and your people will lose the main profit from the sale of your energy." Of course, this unfortunate and naive inventor will speak in other words. But his fate is not difficult to guess what the rich man will do to him. And this is not a conspiracy theory, but the real reality of our world. I think if something like this was developed by Elon Musk, and even announced Massachusetts production, then despite his billions and world prestige, the next day he would be accused of all mortal sins and burned in the square. So Elon Musk wants to go to Mars and create a new world there. But this is not accurate information. This is the situation regarding free energy. And we can't change that. But despite the fact that no one really needs this at a high level, we need to create such mechanisms. And promote and support such projects in every possible way. In any case, the situation will change. There will be rulers who do not have energy reserves, and they will try to implement such technologies. They will certainly be prevented from doing this, but in the end they will succeed. And those who obstructed in the future will be declared parasites of the planet, because they were neglecting the general welfare of humanity for their sole benefit.